Hey, what's up? I'm Al Cox. I make games, play games, and everything in between, and we are back inside because that outside noise is still happening. But it's so nice outside, and I'm inside making games because that's how we do it. Let's get back to we are just adding these cones. These cones are static, but I have a wake up spawner that changes the physics to kinematic and the wake up. The distance is 100, so you got to be pretty close, okay? And then it causes it to shoot up. I have this ability happening in a specific level. I just can't remember what level. I put those in the level where you have to go straight, and if you keep going straight, you die because the things pop up. But I think we're on level 27 when it comes to adding the spikes, and I want to say it's in one of the 30s levels. So let's go. Oh, and then also, I got the hookup from Sean. I got the latest version of 3.2.3, which is hopefully going to be better lag, speed issues. And I thought this would also be a really good example comparison right now that we can see. Whoa, whoop, whoop. Well, we can see me go through the world like here, like look, I don't know how the lag is for you. It looks like my bit rate is pretty solid, but like I'm basically able to move around. It is a little bit laggier because I am doing a live stream, because I have OBS, which is a live stream, and streaming it to both Twitch and YouTube. So it is a little, but I think what you see is like a little bit slower, but what I see, it is a little bit slower. But when I'm doing this all morning that I was doing today, the speed is fine. Like I like the speed, but when I upgraded to 3.2.2, I thought the noticeable difference was because I was streaming. And then when I went back to not streaming, 3.2.2 was just for me, it was very difficult to use. And so I went back to 3.2.1, which is still to like a huge improvement, like one of the biggest improvements I've ever seen. Um, and so I'm very curious to try 3.2.3. A lot of numbers going on today. That being said, I think it's a great idea to have a legit side-by-side comparison. So this first half of this video will be 3.2.1. Big fan. And I want to be clear the 3.2.3 that I have been gifted is not, it may not be the complete final version. That being said, I do want to try it out, and you'll even get to see my saving technique of how I save things when I try a new version because I didn't do it last week and I lost an entire last Friday. All that work that I did no longer, well, it still exists, but um, it it's not gonna get ever get used because I just I'm really about speed here. So if I feel like something is slowing me down, um, it's funny how a lot of correlations in games kind of just is the same in life. Okay, eyeballing this, and because my eyes are amazing and I got the laser eye surgery years ago, I feel like there's two of them here. Oh, and there's not. Okay, so it's just my eyes. Okay. I spoke too soon. I thought I had selected one of these and made all the cones, yeah, here, but now you can't select them. It's like you try to save yourself time by spending time, but then it doesn't work, and it's just gonna have to be one of those things that save you time in the longer time run of things. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, we got some messages. Of course. No, I thought somebody's. Oh, hey, Sonny, what's up? It's going. I got my battery on my computer is working. Before it was just going to zero, but now it's actually charging, so I'll be able to do this for a couple of hours. How's it with you? Check it out. Look, adding spikes. They don't move, but they look like really cool. They look like really cool. They look really cool. So I'm shooting for the end of the month. Um, yeah, I'm shooting a release date of July 1st. Do you have an iPhone? Or do you have an Android? Android should be easy to do. I might just release this on Android with no ads. I just like nobody ever downloads my games on Android. Oh, and then this week I'm gonna spend. You know what? Maybe I should just do it tomorrow. I think I'm gonna spend a lot of time trying to get like cool screenshot Saturdays for Reddit for marketing because nobody is pre-ordering my games. So, and I don't mean nobody. I just meant like 5 people maybe. And I literally can spam my Facebook and at least get a dozen people or something. But um, yeah, so I might push the date back. But right now, I'm scheduling it for July 1st. And honestly, ooh, whoa. What is this? I don't remember this. Oh yeah, check this level out. Wait, is it? It's been a couple of, man, I literally, Sonny, I don't even know the last time I worked on a game for a month because I've been on this kind of weird, not weird, but just personal tangent of trying to trying to make games quickly. Like I'm always trying to learn super fast, and to me, the best way to learn anything is to be able to teach and explain everything you do, which is kind of one of the big reasons why I have a YouTube channel and explain a lot when I'm making levels, or at least I try to, and how things work. Because if you can explain how you do something, it's like an extra level of learning how to do it. So it's kind of like a secret thing. And I haven't been, has it been 2 years since the last time I spent a month? No, you know what? Last year, when I was living in Lisbon, I was working with someone on a game in Unity, and we spent a whole month. That was super fun, man. My concept of time is weird, but so that 1 year ago, and that wasn't BuildBox though. That was another game engine. But I spent year, a month. But look at this level. This one's cool. Like it's exactly like what I had before, but now it's a really big circle, but the frame rate is, I don't like the frame rate. The frame rate is too low. Oh, and you know what I also need to do? I need to go to this cone and make it remove. Oh yeah. I was having this color animation when the enemies get deleted. It made everything look bad, and I don't know why I did that. Okay, so let's check the frame rate. So this is I, exactly like another level, except all the objects are smaller, and it literally blows my mind how this looks so cool, even though it's the exact same level, but with a smaller half pipe. Let me see if I can find it off of just clicking. So, oh, whoa, but the frame rate is like, it's, you can't play a game on that 20. Minimum, we need 30. Okay, I think I have an idea. Go here got all the cones. Kinematic half pipe. Let's go to the object itself. Wake up, rotate. Oh, you know what I can do? I can, with these cones, I can do get rid of the shadows, excuse me, and having no shadows here. This is like one of the best, single most best way to help reduce any kind of lag is just get rid of this. If your computer and your phone is good enough, I really like the shadows, and I think they add a lot to the game. But um, here, the cones are mainly used as enemies, so I don't think it's that necessary. And let's see if that helps with the frame rate. Oh wait, we're gonna have to change the debug, but it looks like there's a cube in the middle, and I'm not sure. You know what a good so a good way to look at objects is you select the object and then you select this one, yeah, and it lets you see everything that's inside the cube. So what is inside the cube? So we got the start, and then we got this is if collide with. I'm gonna rename it up here. Just I think it'll be helpful. Defeat wall. Go over here, and this is if collide with rotate. Oh, you know what? Let's delete this because it it doesn't need to be the actually. Um, oh, did it delete it here? I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna hit Control Z. Oh, Control Z. Control Z. Okay. And I'm thinking maybe it kept it. No. Oh, you know what? It wasn't even connected. So let's delete that. These look good. There's a wave node here. I think I was playing around with some stuff, but we don't need to do that anymore. Um, cool, looks good. Oh yeah, color animate. This was a horrible idea. And that was basically if it collided with something, make it change color, which sounds like a cool idea, but it if collide with player, if collide with remove. I feel like I don't have a remove. I did have one. So that was just an old node. Now it's gone. Cool. Let's go back. Fingers crossed, test on the frames per second. Nope. Whenever you test on debug, it's always going to be bad. So like this looks amazing. I just 20 frames per second is bad. 35. Oh crap. You think it matters that the spikes are going into the object? Yeah, this level is, oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna move everything down a little bit. It just kind of feels unfair. You always want to feel out whether or not the game feels unfair for whatever reason. And in this case, these are just a little bit too high. There, save it. Why don't you remove the ball jumping? Because I want the ball jumping. Yeah, so the the way games, the way characters work is you can have, or I should say just objects, but here, let's take a look at the player. Good question, Sunny. So here you have the start, and this controls how the character moves. And right now it's set to dynamic. Now there's kinematic and there's static. So most games, I would say 90, the majority of games you play, the character is kinematic. Dynamic means that they're able to react to the world, which allows for a lot more. So by having a dynamic character, it one lets the ball bounce. So like a level like this that I have, these are bouncing platforms. And if the ball hits it, it's able to bounce. I'm gonna need to up the bounce on it because I've made some changes and you can see that it doesn't bounce as high. But by bouncing, you can get to where you need to go and the character can uh, jump. But if the character is kinematic, then the character cannot jump. And you can create jump-like features, but it's a rigid movement of the character. And by having a dynamic character, I can do many different things that allow multiple type of movements for the character, which include jumping or not jumping. It includes using an elevator, like I've created some elevators, or even falling down steps. All these things are possible in a dynamic character, but they're not really feasible in a kinematic character. Now you can have kinematic characters like on a skateboard and jump over objects. You can program that into it, but that must be specific. Like the character jumps 10 feet. Whereas in here, if the ball falls 5 feet, it will bounce up 5 feet. But if the ball bounces 10 feet, it will bounce up 10 feet. And that is more dynamic and isn't specific to movement being pre-programmed. Oh, and then I think this wasn't working. Wait, this is at a height of 20. We need to move this to 10. Yeah, something like this. So it just allows for more flexibility if I allow bouncing for the ball. Oh, and we want to add spikes, right? Oh, you know what would be good to do? Test the frame rate before and after. But let's just test it right now. Looks cool. This is not the level I was thinking it was. 35 frame rate is decent. Yeah, I'm gonna remove all these. Control X, Command X for cut. And let's see what the frame rate is. It's not the right level. Select S. We're testing just this one. So the frame rate is like already low. Like I'm not sure why. What is this big object right there? So you see the triangle? I think I don't need that, and I think it's also slowing everything down. That just looks cool. This kind of reminds me of a Stargate. I don't know if you know what that is, but if you do, then you're cool. Okay, this one. Whoa. Oh yeah, those are the hypo. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Defeat wall. Okay, okay. So this is the defeat wall. Now, this actually doesn't even need to be that big. We can do point. Well, okay. So all the half pipes in all the levels are faced like this. I should make some that you can go sideways. I'll put that on a to-do list. Let's see if we can do something like that. Okay, cool. 0.5. Basically, I'm just trying to make these smaller to see if that helps with the speed. Oh, geez. I realize I'm only changing it for one. Wait, what is this one? Kinematic cube, X move. Okay, so I think I want to get rid of some of these invisible objects that I've created. Only because I found a way to use the pin movement. And that makes me wonder if the pin movement has a specific capability for the move object. So let me, you know what? I am noticing that I'm having a lot of goals that I would like to tackle, but I need to complete the Whoa, what is that? Oh, it's color manager. I need to complete adding these triangle cones. Where are the cones? Where'd they go? Let's go here. Let's grab these. Select, copy, paste. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of get busy doing that because I want to test some. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I put this one there. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of rainbow wheels, so I'm gonna save it. This is a new level I made. It's okay. This one, I don't think I need to add. Here, let me change the angle so you can see what the level looks like. There you go. And I'm gonna go through all the levels, but basically I want the player to be able to have a choice in how they want to complete it. So you can go left, you can go right, and not this scenario, but some of them you can go straight. This level is pretty generic, but it's actually kind of fun because you have the objects in your way. Mm, here we go. So these are the ones that will spike up. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so but then here, okay, cool. So the information that I had put, let's go here. So this position animation originally had numbers, but then I went into here and I changed it to 0, but it kept the numbers that were here already when there was a change in Y. So I'm gonna test this just to see if it works. Also down here, it looks like we got 2 level 40s, which is not supposed to be like that. Oh, let's take it off debug because look at that frame rate. 25 on debug is pretty good. So we're at 30 and look at that. Perfect. It works the way I would like. Oh, yeah, but like I forgot. It's still a difficult level and that's because take a look. Slide here. There's just too many cones. There's 4 cones. Let's try it. I think even 3 cones is better. Like we are making hyper casual games here, and hyper casual games are easy. This is not easy. And like, don't get me wrong, I don't want it to be so like too easy, but I mean, my philosophy is that I need to go out of my way to try to make the games easy because what I think is easy is probably like literally medium difficulty. Like not everybody is playing and making games like me. And I need to keep that in mind because if I make all these games super difficult, then well, nobody's like I mean it's a smaller niche. So I have 4 here and I'm gonna try that out. Because look at these are all 5. 1, 2, 3. But even then I do want it to go in the middle like this. So let me try it out. Some of these look real bad or just difficult. You should not be like that. You should be down. And there, cool. Let's save it and try it out. Yo, Surrey, what's up? What game are you going to make? The game I am going to make is the game I am making right now. The name is Ball Meets World. I might change it, and it is actually available for pre-order. I'm shooting to have it ready by July 1st. But yeah, here's one of the level 40. Yeah, okay. See, this I think is a little bit better. I wish they went up a little sooner. Let's change cone. Wake up. I'm gonna move it to 250 and then save it. Much better. I even think doing a 400 might be good. I just want to make sure that the player has plenty of time. I'm gonna do 350. I think 350 just sounds like a good number to me. So if you're just going too fast, but if you go slow, I almost want, oh wait, did these, sometimes you can collide. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've been working on this game uh, definitely all month. And yeah, I haven't gotten a lot of people to pre-order it, but then I haven't really done a lot of marketing because that's a lot of work. So I got two level 40s here. I can't remember why. Here's another level. Oh yeah, this level was cool. Yeah, and I'm gonna make this level 50 actually. It looks like I don't have a level 50. 41. Oh, and we are adding spikes to all the level to the ground. I might be go in and like do different things. Like some levels have spikes and other levels have boxes or something. I don't know. I don't boxes that you can bounce on before hitting the spikes. I don't something to think about. Who knows? We'll we'll see. I'm gonna play all the levels tonight, record it, and if it looks good with the spikes, I'll probably keep the spikes. And I always find a really good, useful tool for game development is just like sleeping on it. Like do as much as you think you can, and then when you literally just rest, you and sleep, this is why I think meditation is like super duper important because even when you're sleeping, your mind is still running at like I don't know, mine goes at a million miles per hour. So, and I have insomnia pretty bad. But oh yeah, this level I made. I need to test this level. I feel like it wasn't working. What's my Trello board? Um, Basically, when you're sleeping, your mind is still moving really fast, and you might come up with ideas later. So I think that's a like really useful way. And you literally have to do nothing. Could you do a tutorial on how to add a tracer? So when you say tracer, what comes to my mind is a trail. And what I would do if I were, I can, one, I probably have videos on this on YouTube right now. Um, if you look at smart assets, how to copy smart assets, it's tough. I have a lot, but let me give you a quick show right now. Let me show you something that you can do, and I can show you right now. It's where you know what my character has a trail. So all you do is you just get a trail. Here's a trail, okay? And I got this trail from the flight asset, and that is so you go here, asset library, asset, and you select float. This dude has a trail, and I literally just moved it into my scene and copy and pasted it, and adjusted the trail. I'm pretty let's not say lazy, let's say efficient. So here, if I just go to, what is this, a R cube, and let's go to R cube. Let me add that trail. I'm gonna make it skinnier because, yeah, by making the width 10. And Caesars if collide with player. Okay, so if collide with player. Um, I think actually one of these I got. Also check out Smart Penguin's fireworks tutorial because the fireworks have a trail as two, which I'm assuming the trail is the same thing as a tracer. If not, you should let me know. Okay, yeah, let's go here and then we'll do move, and we're gonna move it up. Yeah. Okay, so save it. When I touch this, now is that not the R cube? Okay, that didn't work. R, R cube dynamic, R cube dynamic. If player, maybe I need to add more power. Let's see. I'm gonna go 50. Weird. Look, it's hopping. Okay, I'm gonna go 250. So now it goes Y of 250 when I touch it. Interesting. So wait, oh, the R cube is static. I'm curious on a jump node as well. But if you saw when I touch it, there's a trail. Maybe let's make it 15. What's up, Suri? How did I learn to use Buildbox? See, it's got a little trail. Not exactly the way I like it, but I learned to use Buildbox with trial and error and time. So the way, yeah, just time, a lot of time. I've been using Buildbox 3 for 2 years. No, no, no. Buildbox 3 for 1 year. And I should be super clear at the first year, even the first 3 months or the first 1 month, the first week is the most difficult. So Buildbox 2, which I think you can make a pretty dope, amazing game within 1 week, and even not being able to know how to code or having zero experience in making games, Buildbox 2 will get you going super fast, right? So I was using Buildbox 2, which is 2D, and there's zero code in that. And yeah, I was using that for 2 years, and it was very friendly. I made a couple of games. I think my first game got featured in European countries. And then it took me like, I want to say, and then I made another game. It took me 6 months to make that game. But basically, I spent a lot of time. So when Buildbox 3 came out, they kind of launched it, I would say, humble opinion, 6 months to 1 year too soon. Difficult to use Buildbox 3 when it